River Cats versus the High Park Grenadiers. So we are going to welcome the visiting team by coin toss to the field first. Number 7, Cohen Cluche. Number 34, Reed Lula. Number 5, Grayson O'Grady. Number 20, Osley Godding. Number 55, Jackson Williamson. Number 45, Jay Kello. Number 2, Reed Macklin. Number 33, Brock Swan. Number 6, Riley Scott. Number 16, Easton Bramberger. Number 40, David Rosine. And number 22, Leo Pattinson. Welcoming the coaches now, Craig Macklin, Mark Williamson, and Thomas Moran.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Let's go.
And from the High Park Grenadiers, starting us off, number 4, Adrian Dyken. Number 5, Augie Hensworth. Number 9, William Arizes. Number 17, Quinn Robinson. Number 13, Dylan Clark. Number 8, Saul Schmidt. Number 3, Berlin Martin. Number 15, Odin Rashwan. Number 7, Thomas Sayers. Number 6, Francis Morrison. Number 2, Carmel Ketchabah. And number 11, Jacob First. And welcoming the coaches, Dave Clark, Mark Dyken, and Jeff Martin. I now call a representative from each team up to do the Little League pledge. That's not for everybody.
Je crois en Dieu, j'aime mon pays et je respecterai les lois. Je jouerai franchir et je m'offrirai de gagner mes victoires ou défaites, je faisais toujours mon mieux. I trust in God, I love my country, and I'll respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win. But win or lose, I'll always do my best.
Thank you. Thank you. I would now ask all that are able to stand and remove your hats for the playing of O Canada. Thank you. That helps. Umpires onto the field with Cam Gordon through. I'll hand the game over to you. Have a great game, everyone.
Yes, you can!
Let's go! Good morning, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Really
That's it. Right? Yep, game to do.
So everything else is good
Go, go, win!
Yep, that's right.
Go!
No heat.
No, we got it. It's cool down. That's great. Yeah, fun. Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers.
Video games.
Are we okay to take the field?
In my dugout.
All right.
You're home. Let's go. Let's go. I haven't did afterwards. But I noticed the same thing. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
They got buddy. Come on. Yeah.
You gotta be going before you see Megan bring the other chart? Or is on that? What's wrong? 53? The way I see it, if they didn't respect us, they wouldn't be throwing them.
Hello and welcome here to Pembroke, Ontario. If you would have asked some people last night and earlier this morning if you'd be playing baseball here today, well, take a glance at the radar and the chances looked slim. But after some great work from city workers and all parties involved, the field is ready to go. It's the lower bracket final, a trip to the championship game on the line, and it's Cohen Cloutier, a comebacker to Robinson on his knees, played a one in time to start things off with an out as we welcome you here to Riverside Park. My name's Jacob Ewing, and as mentioned, the lower bracket final, the East Nepean Eagles waiting their opponent, and after this ball game, they will have their answer. And so a quick one down from Cloutier, and this will bring up Reed Luloff. As known, the home run man, only guy to hit 1 yard in the tournament. Now, these two teams have met each other before. Earlier in the tournament, it was a Mercy Rule win, 11-1 for High Park. Luloff, ground ball to the second baseman, and it scrapes on pads. Berlin Martin for a base hit. And Reed Luloff will have first hit of the ball game, as that's an error throw back to the infield, and Luloff will be able to extend now to scoring position. That's not the way High Park wants to start their defensive side of the ball. It was a throw from center field that was just misplayed, got all the way to the High Park dugout, and Luloff got an easy free base. Here's Grayson O'Grady, the starting pitcher for the River Cats. When we see the bottom of the inning, and well, speaking of starting pitchers, we should talk about the starter today for High Park. It's Quinn Robinson, who pitched once earlier in the tournament, I believe on day one, and well, he is their ace. He's a very strong fella. He's got great velocity, and he's got an 0-2 lead now to O'Grady. And strike 3 down the pipe. And it's the first strikeout of the morning for Quinn Robinson, and there's 2 down. And Osley Godden, the cleanup hitter here for the River Cats. And Godden swings that one upstairs for strike 1. And so 2 games yesterday, a close one for the River Cats as they pull out a 1-run victory over the Orleans Red Sox as that ball gets the backstop and Luloff down to third. And a base hit away from opening the scoring here for Upper Ottawa Valley. Well, High Park also played yesterday, and they, well, since they were in the upper bracket, it was the team that lost that game would have to play today, and so they did. 6-3 final score over East Nepean. Got him for strike 2. And he's got an 0-2 hole. And we'll see how Godden trying to stay alive here. Robinson trying to send his team to the offense. And Godden will deny it there. Fouls it back. He's got to do it again, though. Still up against it with 2 strikes. And that one will do it. Strike 3 looking for Osley Godden. And it's a pair of punch-outs from Quinn Robinson to end the top of the first inning and leave runners stranded at third base. And when we come back, it's the Grenadiers' first opportunity on the offense, looking to open the scoring in a do-or-die game for both these teams. And bottom 1 when we come back. bottom first as we join you back here in Pembroke, and it's High Park's first opportunity to get on the board. Leading things off, Addie Duncan, as well, they go with a very familiar order to the Grenadiers. I believe the same exact one that they've started with from the beginning of the tournament. A swing for Duncan for strike one. So Duncan, Hemsworth, and Arizis here in the bottom one. And a long wait from O'Grady. Wound up outside for ball one. And so, yeah, as I mentioned, Grayson O'Grady, your starting pitcher for Ottawa Valley here tonight. Seen him a couple times this tournament. He's got the long wait before he winds up. And Dyken just shuffles away from it. And we'll see ball two. Well, third baseman Godin is very far into the infield right now. Maybe suspecting a bunt attempt potentially. As he looks like he's in a running stance as well. And Dyken hammers this one to left center field, and it's Williamson who will get there in time for out number one. Has good contact from Dyken, but just couldn't get down. And there's one down. This brings up August Hemsworth. He's got the beautiful black Jordan cleats. I like the color wave. I'm a fan. And first pitch in there for a strike. It's upstairs for ball one, so we'll split the first two pitches. For Grady, and this is a good changeup. We've seen a lot of pitchers who just like to keep a quick rhythm. O'Grady likes the patient game. 1-1. And it's ball two. Just up and away. And Hemsworth will get that one down low, foul it off, will bring him to a second strike as it's just beyond the High Park dugout. And so 2 strikes against him now. O'Grady searching for his first strikeout of the morning. And we'll see the 2-2 home. Strike 3. And it's the first strikeout, as mentioned, that O'Grady was searching for it. And he gets it there, waits out Hemsworth and gets him swinging. Here's William Arizis. As there's 2 down. O'Grady and the River Cats trying to retire the side in order. And Arizis will foul the first one back. Start things off with a strike. So starting infield for the River Cats, it's Godin at third, Cloutier at shortstop, second is Pattinson, and first is Reed Luloff. Pretty much a consistent infield from what we've seen, and Arizis will hesitate, and that one will nail the outside corner for strike 2. And it's a lead for O'Grady. He found a strikeout moments ago for Hemsworth, looking to make it back-to-back of the 0-2 delivery. And he'll mix in a ball as that one is spiked down to the dirt. And so what was supposed to be a 10 a.m. start, it's only delayed by an hour, which I said, well, I will say for what the condition was like this morning. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the expectations. Great work. 1-2. In a similar location will bring 2 balls going the way of Arizis. Yeah, well, we started at 11, so only an hour back from what was expected. Better than postponing the entire day, as that was once potentially could be the outcome. We'll see the 2-2. And it's a 3rd ball for Arizis, and he's fought his way back into this count. And we'll see the payoff from O'Grady. And it's 4 straight for William Arizis, and he's down to first base. Patience is key in that at-bat. After going down 0-2, it's 3 down low and the finisher up high. And first base runner of the ball game here for High Park. And this will bring up Quinn Robinson, the battle of the 2 starting pitchers, as they'll go out of here. It was Robinson who won it in the top of the inning as he struck out O'Grady. Now it's Grayson's turn at the mound. And Robinson hits the deck to get away from it. Arizis down to second. There'll be no test. And he moves himself into a scoring position. And so Robinson will start off with a ball. And we'll see the 1-0. And it's flooded in there just high for a second ball going Robinson's way. And we're going to have an intentional walk here. After a 2-0 lead for Robinson, they'll finish it off. And Robinson has been talked around the tournament. He's a great hitter. He's put his skills on showcase this week. And, well, the River Cats, who have, actually seen and felt his impact in a game when they lost 11-1, deciding that when he has a 2-0 lead and needing to fight back in the count would be O'Grady, that they're just going to walk him instead. Here's Dylan Clark. And it's 7 straight balls from O'Grady, and that will add on to that tally as well. Strike zone slipping away from him. Just needs one to break the rhythm. And it's another one on the outside. And it's a 3-0 lead here for Dylan Clark. Chance to load the bases after the River Cats found the first 2 outs in rapid succession. It's the 3-0 to Clark. And it's a 4-pitch walk for Dylan Clark, and the bases are loaded here for High Park. And we haven't seen a strike since it was a 0-2 count against Arizis. It was 4 straight balls, then 2 against Robinson, and they intentionally walked him to finish it off. And it's 4 straight balls on Clark as well. And a must-needed mound meeting here from the River Cats manager, and the infield comes in just to get everyone collected and calm. Saul Schmidt due up, the catcher for the Grenadiers.
Quick question. Is there no pitches on an intentional? There's 2 pitches? Oh, okay, thank you.
And so, Schmidt, a chance to do some major damage here and open up the ball game going his team's way. O'Grady got to find a way to get himself out of the slump and the jam. And it's ball one down low. It's an out at any bag or the plate for the River Cats. In play, down the third base line. A scoop from Godin, and he'll make the play at his own base for out number 3. And the River Cats get out of the bases loaded jam, as it was O'Grady who finally delivered one near the strike zone after a brief little spout where he just wasn't able to find it, and it was contact for Schmidt and a perfect scoop from Godin to end the first inning. And so the River Cats get out of the bases loaded and will send themselves to the offense when we return for the top of the second inning. Top two underway here in Pembroke. And leading things off, it's number 55 in the 5-hole, Jackson Williamson. The center fielder here for the River Cats. He got the first out of the game for Toronto Valley as well. So they'll start things off with a foul ball. So they'll spin into the backstop. Williamson, a speedster. Not the tallest kid, but makes up for it in his heart, his dedication, and his speed, especially. We'll see the 0-1 as it's inside, spins away, and we'll split the first 2 pitches. A ball and a strike. Quinn Robinson back on the mound for another consecutive inning here. 13 pitches so far. We'll see if they have Robinson go the length of the game. I'm also thinking Robinson is High Park's guy, and they have a couple guys who are super strong, but I think their plan was to save Quinn for the high leverage games, and this is obviously one today. But you wonder if, obviously it's terrible to think ahead, but if they do play tomorrow in a championship game against East Nepean, nice to have him available. But of course you got to focus on the game ahead of you, which is literally right now. But especially with the previous history of these two teams, High Park an 11-1 to Mercy rule. Just something to keep in mind on. 1-2. And Williamson will poke it foul to stay alive, as he's done a great job of it through the last 2 pitches with back-to-back foul balls. So a quick ball switch here for Robinson. Wasn't liking the one they were working with. Quick release, 1-2, and his second ball. As this one rides down the left field line, it's a fair ball. As Jackson Williamson will turn first, go to second, the play to second base, the tag, got him! As Williamson tried to extend his luck, and a sliding play into second, and High Park able to bring it back in. We'll take a moment here. That's a potential awkward slide there from Williamson into second base. And we'll make sure he's okay before we get back and going. And so it's just a quick pitch check here from High Park's coach. And while they've been very particular about where he's at, it makes me wonder if they're trying to keep him under a certain number. Obviously, 20 to play tomorrow, 30 under 35, he'd be available for a potential game on Thursday. Ground ball to the mound, and Robinson tossed to first in time. As Jake Kello caught over top of that one. And here's Reed Macklem, one of the catchers for the River Cats. Potentially, probably we'll see him in this game, as they tend to go back and forth with Saran and Macklem inning for inning. The first pitch from Robinson in there for a strike, as Macklem will take the first one looking. Oh, late decision from Macklem for strike 2. And it's a quick lead now for Robinson. Searching for out number 3. The 0-2 to the plate. And got him. Strike 3. Looking for Reed Macklem. And Quinn Robinson plays more clean baseball as he's retired all 6 batters. Except for one, Lulov got on with a single, but other than that, it's been clean. And when we come back, it's the Grenadiers searching to open the scoring themselves in the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second inning as we join you back here at Riverside Park. And leading things off, it's number 3, Berlin Martin. She'll be followed up by Odin Restaurant and Thomas Sayers as we hit the middle of the order here for High Park, who fought back in the bottom of the first. They had 2 outs initially, and then it was a walk. Robinson got on, Clark got on, and then with the bases loaded, the River Cats were able to find that third and final out they were searching for. First pitch to Martin on the inside as she shuffles away for ball 1. And again, you can see God there very much inside compared to his other infielders. Really being careful about that bunt attempt. See if Martin can try to pull one and sneak one by him. And she'll stare that one down, and a quick 2-0 count lead here for Martin. As Grayson O'Grady back on the bump. Who, if you watched that bottom of the first, was in a bit of a slump in that mid part of it before he found the third and final out. Martin will show bunt. Godin activates. And she'll pull away and take ball 3. O'Grady has to find the strike zone now of the 3-0 pitch. And it's ball 4 for Berlin Martin, and she'll go on down to first base with a 4-pitch walk. We saw a couple of those from O'Grady in the bottom of the first inning. And there's Odin Reshwan. Reshwan, line drive into right field as it gets on down for a base hit. And it's the first hit of the ball game for High Park. Despite having many base runners, and it's 2 on. Martin now in scoring position. Thomas Sayers. A chance to load the bases back up and create the same scenario they had just an inning ago. Grady 2 base runners now to worry about. Still searching for his first out. Sayers lays down the bunt. Down to first base. Luloff, the toss to first. That gets out of the glove of the first baseman. Martin's getting the wave around third, and High Park has opened the scoring. And they're searching for 2 as the ball gets thrown around crazily. 2 runs will score. Sayers looking for the inside. The park home run. He finds it. Thomas Sayers gets all the way around after an initial bunt attempt. And it's 3-0 for the Grenadiers. And well, many mistakes from the River Cats there is what caused them tossing the ball around in an elimination game with championship aspirations on the line. Can't have it there, but Sayers used his speed and his smart base running decisions to get all the way around. And it's 3-0 for High Park. And so a mound meeting, and well, a definitely needed one. Nobody on base anymore. As Sayers cleared them all. There's Francis Morrison, who wants to follow up that crazy sequence of events. And it was all off initial bunt attempt. I think that's what makes it even more wild, as it was the initial throw from Luloff that was just off the mark as he tried to toss it to Riley Scott, who was covering first base. First pitch to Morrison. We'll see it through for a strike. And, well, you need to shake it off quickly. For the River Cats, can't reminisce it about it, can't even have a thought about it in the memory. And it will split the first 2 pitches, a ball and a strike. As it was an initial throw to first, that got through to right field, and then the right fielder tossed it to second. That got past the 2 middle infielders all the way to the High Park dugout. And there was no contest. Back to the plate. 1-1. And Morrison will send it to the backstop for strike 2. And this could be big. O'Grady still searching for the first out of the inning. Got an opportunity here. 1-2 to the plate. And we'll see a second ball. Two through the first 4. Here's the delivery. That's a full count. As Morrison, who went down 1-2, is seeing 2 balls go his way. And O'Grady has to try to limit another walk. We'll have the payoff to Morrison. And it's ball 4 for Francis Morrison, and another count goes the way of the Grenadiers. And a runner on first for Carmel Ketchabal. So Ketchabal will have his first at-bat as we approach the bottom of the order as well. Here for High Park, just showing their, as they have all tournament, their versatility throughout the entire lineup. And Ketchabal turns on that one, sends a wicked ball to foul territory. As if that wasn't so much inside by the hands, I'll tell you, that could have did some damage for sure, but he'll end up in a strike in the count due to the foul ball as the end result. And Ketchabal gets a hold of that one as well. Gives it a rip to left field. Play to second. And out is the call at second base. As Francis Morrison kind of bobbled his feet there on the base and must have taken himself out of it momentarily while the tag was applied. And so it's a single for Carmel Ketchabal, but an out at second base will keep runner out of scoring position. Also found a big first crucial out for the River Cats. Here's Jacob First. And First swings through for strike 1. Runner thinks about going to second. He will. The toss down the tag as he gets to center field, and Ketchabal will call time and regroup himself. Successful stolen base there to put himself in a scoring position. First shows bunt and won't be able to connect as Carmel Ketchabal is going to third now, and he's saved with a slide. One corner to the next as he tests his luck there, and it's because Conan was so far inside due to the bunt shown from First that it pulled him in, and the shortstop had to come over and cover the bag, and Ketchabal, a smart decision there to pull the trigger. Had to think maybe that was a set play from High Park, and it's a runner a base hit away from making it for the tally here in the bottom of the second inning. It's an 0-2 lead for O'Grady. As we focus back up here. It's ball one. Hard bounce off of Macklum's leg. Cochabell's coming home. And he adds to the lead for the Grenadiers. It's 4-0 as he steals second, steals third, and finishes it off with a stolen plate. And so after he got aboard with a single, doesn't need anybody's help to get around. And it's been a big inning for High Park. O'Grady still has the lead in this count against first, though. Of the 1-2. As the ball is first shimmies away to avoid it. And that one's fouled back as it was delivered right down the pipe from O'Grady. Just feels like he needs more pitches like that. As he's had 0-2, he's had two strike leads and 2 strikes in the count, but has been very limited to finishing them off. Only 1 strikeout through the order. That was on the number 2 hitter. And it's ball 3 for first. And we are all filled up. And we'll see the payoff from O'Grady. First on the end of it, and it's down beside the second baseman as it splits the 2 middle infielders for a base hit for Jacob First. And we'll go back to the top of the order for Addy Dyken. Dyken 0 for 1, a fly ball to center field, which was caught by Williamson. Back to lead off the offense for High Park, and we'll see the first pitch. That's ball 1. It's a 2-0 lead. First down to second, and he'll have to take it as there'll be no test. First down to his scoring position. Makes Dyken's job a little bit easier. That would be the 5-run limit rule as well if they cashed in that runner at second base, which would end the second inning. 2-0 lead for Dyken. And it'll be 3 straight balls. And there it goes, runner down to third. The throw is out of the glove of the third baseman. It was a good toss from Macklem. And if it was able to be controlled, might have even been out number 2. But nonetheless, first from one corner to the other. And now we'll base it away. 3-0 lead for Dyken. O'Grady needs to search for a piece of the zone here. Dyken on the inside of the bat, backpedaling as the third baseman got in, and will make the grab for out number 2. That's here's August Hemsworth. 0 for 1, struck out. His first time up. A big out number 2, though, for the River Cats. As Dyken was also arguing that there may have been catcher's interference, but home plate umpire Sue says that she didn't see anything. Well, the first pitch here in this count to Hemsworth shows bunt, pulls the corner infielders in and will take it for a ball. As his third base coach says, no need for the bunt in this situation with 2 outs. Need a full swing here. The 1-0 from O'Grady. And it's ball 2. And a lead here for Hemsworth. O'Grady seems like he just needs a refresh here. Trying to gather up a pair of outs. 2-0. And it's ball 3. And it's another count where O'Grady is down by at least a pair of balls. Right now it's 3. And we'll have the 3-0 to home. And it's ball 4 to the backstop. First thinks about it, but we'll play it safe and stay at third. And it's runners now in the corners. With a 4-pitch walk and a mound meeting. Here for the River Cats, as they try to figure something out. As we've seen 6 walks so far in the ball game. 3 singles, an inside the park home run from Thomas Sayers. Only 1 strikeout as well. William Arizas will be due up after the meeting. As despite the walk down to first base, I'd really say probably more benefits River Cats in this situation. Just another opportunity to get an out, because the only run that counts is the runner at third, as that would end the inning. And well, we'll have a pitching change. For the River Cats, it's Osley gone in, coming into the game. In place for Grayson O'Grady, as O'Grady goes an inning and 2/3, and after a pair of outs to start the first. It looked promising, but just kind of went into a slump and wasn't able to get his control back. And so Godin will come in and look to finish out this bottom 2, trying to restrict any chance of the 5-run limit, keep it at 4 the difference, and send his team back to the offense, only down by 4. That's the last time these two teams played each other. The River Cats could only mount up to 1 run. As Upper Ottawa Valley is 3-1 in the tournament. Their only loss coming to this High Park team. We'll take a look at both these teams got here. It was a 17-3 win for the Upper Ottawa Valley over Timmensack on day 1. As the Grenadiers started their tournament off with a 6-2 victory over Orleans. And then on day 2, it was all the Grenadiers beating the River Cats 11-1. Sunday, Upper Ottawa Valley 6-5 over Windsor Central, as High Park had the off day, but they were back on Monday, being yesterday, with a 6-3 loss for East Nepean. That was the Grenadiers' first loss of the tournament. And it was Upper Ottawa Valley keeping their tournament lives alive with a 8-7 victory over the Orleans Red Sox in a very close game. And so Godin's ready to go. So am I, and I hope you are too. William Arizas looks good to go as well. Chance to end things here in the bottom second as mentioned. And first pitch swinging for a strike. As they'll toss it down to Cloutier. As Macklem not afraid to try and potentially get a pick off, is Hemsworth took a couple aggressive steps down the base path. Of the 0-1. And ball one. Throw to Cloutier, the cutoff bid at shortstop is he'll let the runner go. And it's 2 now in scoring position as mentioned. That runner doesn't matter a whole lot for High Park. And a great pick play there from Macklin behind the plate. Had to get in front of it. It was so clean. Two-one. And Arizas, watch it, rides upstairs and running on down to first base, but that will be ball 3 on Arizas, so he'll be pulled back to the batter's box. That's what I had. Thought he had the bases loaded, but we'll see the 3-1 pitch now. And we'll foul it off for his second strike. And a full count. Osley Gadden came to the mound, searching for this third out, has a chance to find it here. Arizas trying to end the inning on his own terms. Love the payoff. And it's ball 4 for William Arizas, and he's down to first base. And the bases are loaded for cleanup hitter Quinn Robinson. Intentionally walked his first time, and due to Little League rules, he won't be able to be intentionally walked again, as you can only intentionally walk one batter in the one each time. So technically, they can intentionally walk every batter one time, but Robinson's reached his threshold, so there'll be no intentionally walk this time, is what I'm trying to say. And obviously, he wouldn't with the bases loaded either, so. And we'll have the first pitch here to the lefty. Robinson cracks this one up the alley to end the bottom of the second inning, as 1 run will score. 1 comes around, he doesn't matter. Arizas comes around as well, but he doesn't matter either, as it's 5 runs in the bottom 2. As Quinn Robinson gets himself an RBI with a great crack of the bat. And High Park have opened the ball game as they have themselves a bit of a comfortable lead. It's 5-0, and when we come back, it's the top of the third with the River Cats looking to respond. top of the third inning as we join you back here in Pembroke. As the Grenadiers got their offense rolling, it's 5-0. It's the Rivercats searching to respond. They need some offense of their own. Number 33, Brock Saran will lead things off. Riley Scott and Easton Randberger, your 3 confirmed batters. New pitcher into the game as well for High Park. Number 9, it's William Arizis, who takes the mound in replace of Quinn Robinson. This one cracked to the shortstop, but a jumping play from Addy Dyken as he showcases the athleticism. Had to get up, and he did. And Dyken will retire the first batter, and there's one down. Riley Scott due up. Second baseman for Upper Ottawa Valley. And everything is just rolling with High Park right now. If you're the Rivercats, obviously understand the stakes that are in the game. Still lots of ball left to play, but got to have a big getting of yourself for yourselves to respond. Scott a chopper. Robinson first to it. Cuts it off. 5-3 is good. And there's 2 quick down. Easton Bramberger up to the plate after the first 2 batters are retired. As fist bumps to the catcher. And things have quieted down on the Rivercats side since the start of this game. Ball 1 to the backstop. As the sun is peeking through the clouds. And I'll tell you, after yesterday's game, people were saying, well, I don't know if we're going to be able to play today. And, well, it's turned out to be a good day so far. Bramberger swings through for a strike. As the field wasn't in great condition when I got here around 9 a.m., but, you know what, I don't know if I was too promised either if we were going to get started. But with only an hour delay and great work from the city employees, the field is looking great, as you can see through the camera. Ball 2 down low, and have a hitter's count here for Bramberger. And swings through again, likes that placement, as that's the second time that Arizis has placed it there. He swung at both. And a chance for Arizis to end things off with a strikeout potentially, the 2-2 delivery. And we'll go to a full count. Two plays in the infield have found back-to-back outs. We'll have a payoff. Strike 3 looking, and it's William Arizis who ends it himself as the High Park Grenadiers retire the side in order. As Saran pop up to Dyken, Riley Scott the ground ball to Robinson, and it's Arizis with the punch out. And when we come back, it's High Park looking to continue their positive mojo in the bottom of the third inning, looking to add to their offense. Bottom of the third inning as the High Park Grenadiers return to the offense. They found 5 runs in the bottom 2, but new pitcher Osley got it into the game. This one is powered all the way to right field. It's over the head of O'Grady, and there goes runner Dylan Clark all the way to third as he'll lead things off with a triple. And the offense continues. It's a celebration here for the Grenadiers, and Saul Schmidt due up. Now, as I was mentioned, Osley got it back into the game after he came in, found the third and final out. Or pardon me, actually the inning was ended off the 5-run limit, so wasn't able to. And, well, starts things off with a triple. First pitch to Schmidt to the backstop, and we'll see ball 1 and no test on the run from Clark. That's upstairs as well. A quick 2-0 lead here for Schmidt as he sees the ball low and then sees one high. Almost got the back of his bat as it goes behind him. It's ball 3 and another count that goes away of a High Park batter. Just the pitching has not been on par for the River Cats here this morning. It's a 4-pitch walk for Saul Schmidt. And it's runners now in the corners. And, well, that's probably about the 4th 4-pitch walk. Not just walk in general, a walk that's just straight 4 pitches. This game for the River Cats. Here's Berlin Martin. She walked her first time up, and that is an awkward pitch there from Godin. As runners in between first and second now. He'll get there. Runners coming home, and the play at the plate safe with a slide. And High Park make it 6-0 as chaos has ensued here around the base paths. As the umpires will be called in here, is Upper Ottawa Valley arguing right away that should be just no pitch and time should be called. As Gonin did stumble right out of the mound. Took a couple steps before he even threw the pitch. As all the umpires will be called in, they'll have a quick discussion. And the decision will be made is, well, the result we have now is a run is scored, runner at second. And we'll see if he'll be reverted back, but obviously the field conditions maybe not ideal off of what we saw this morning, so maybe a couple patches on the mound that Godin must have found one of them and took a tumble. And so the official call will be a pitch, and it will be a ball. And so a discussion will continue on here as manager of the River Cats gets explanation, arguing that as soon as he deactivated from the rubber and stumbled, that no pitch should have been the result. And so things continue here. It would have potentially been a balk, but I don't think there's balks in the minor leagues of Little League. The minor age group is, well, conversations continue, and we get more of a delay, just like we had this morning. As East Nepean, as I mentioned, waiting for their opponent, as they have been perfect all tournament long. 11-1 victory over Windsor Central on day one. Then, well, they were off for, or pardon me, they won again, 11-1 over the Brockville Braves. And so the call has been reversed here, as it will be called no pitch. And so we will revert back to where we were. Runner in first and third, and it will go back to 5-0 as after an initial call was called ball tube, or a ball, pardon me, to the plate, and then a conversation with the River Cats coach reverts it. Interesting situation here, but maybe if Hyde Park wasn't up by 5, they would be a bit more upset with how the call was reverted, despite the umpire making an initial call. And then after a conversation with the opposing team's coach, it gets reversed the direction of the River Cats. But Hyde Park coach just seems like he wants to play ball. He came over and asked if we could get the show on the road in a nice way. And so we'll get back underway as 2-0 count announced, and Martin will see another pitch here, and it's another ball. Saul Schmidt in between first and second, just shimmying back and forth. It's like he wanted the pitcher to throw the ball to second. A little stare down there as he'll go on to second base. 2 now in scoring position. Martin, a comebacker to the mound. Osley will go to first, get the out. And a bit of an interesting situation on the base paths as runner Schmidt got all the way to third, and it was the runner at third who wasn't going to home at all. He was staying at third, so he had to go all the way back. And nonetheless, we'll have out number 1. Still 2 in scoring position. Here's Odin Rashwan. My brain is in a scramble after the recent sequences. That's ball 1 down low for Odin Rashwan, who's got a big smile on his face, just happy to be back and playing baseball. Rashwan, favorite movie or TV show? He's lighting the mood. It's Home Alone 1. It's a great choice. That one to the max out. Runners coming home as Dylan Clark sees an opportunity and an easy slide and no test. And the Grenadiers make it 6 runs as they thought they had moments ago, but they find it here. And so Rashwan will load back up as he just saw the ball moments ago. Well, the pitch here from Ganin, who, well, has been kind of froze up a lot recently due to having to wait for so many different decisions, pauses into the game. And, well, that does a lot for a pitcher as you get hyped up to go to a game. You do your warm-up between innings, and then you kind of get cold when you have to wait at the mound in the middle of an inning. Rashwan lets that one go for a ball. And pulls this one just foul for a second strike. It's a full count. Got it. Searching for the strikeout. Here's the payoff. Rashwan will make us do it all again as he fouls it back, gives a good rattle to the camera for all the folks watching at home. And we'll do it again. It was a good pitch there from Godin. Found the zone, searching for it again, and gets it this time as Rashwan swipes for strike 3. And there's 2 down. Here's Thomas Sayers, the inside the park home run guy. After he got all the way around on an initial bunt attempt, his first time up, it was quite incredible. That sparked the opening of the ballgame for the Grenadiers as well, and scored their first 3 runs as he had 2 runners down when he did it. And it was just 2 error throws from the River Cats in the infield, which ended up with that result. Sayers pulls this one foul as he got a lot on it. So we'll split 1-1. But back-to-back outs here from the River Cats as we had the Martin ground ball and the Rashwan strikeout. Gannon trying to make it 3 in a row. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a bounce from the dirt. Macklem, or pardon me, Saran, his catching partner, in front of it for a second ball. And we'll see the 2-1. Sayers down the third base line. It's a fair ball. And Sayers will get to first. It's an RBI single as now he'll go to second. And in both his at-bats, he's seen error throws. And it's an RBI single for Thomas Sayers as it's 7-0 for High Park. And the 4th RBI in the game as well for Sayers. Here's Francis Morrison. Walked. His first time. Only 1 out needed though for the River Cats, who just can't put a fork in this offense. In a game like this, where we're just going to reach the halfway point momentarily, gotta find something. Morrison shows bunt, and that pitch was almost labeled to hit him, but we'll kind of put the bat in front of him and foul it off. And another one close inside for Morrison. For a ball, 2 strikes. Godin searching for a finishing strikeout here in the bottom third. In the air over top of his own dugout as it lands on top of it, actually to keep him at a pair of strikes. Condon has only pitched 1 inning so far. 1-2. Oh, and a second ball. Good take from Morrison as it just thrown away. Running down the third as Sayers will try his luck. And it gets to left field. A successful stolen base there from Sayers. And he's a base hit away. Two-two delivery. And that will get him in the shoulder. And Morrison drops down to his knees. A little bit of pain, as we'll take a moment here. Make sure he's okay, as he knew it was coming for him and just kind of turned and took it. As he'll get back up, little head nod to his coach, and it's Francis Morrison who jogs on down to first base, and a high five for his coach as well. And despite that one being a stinger, he'll be happy with the outcome, as he was up against it with 2 strikes and still able to get on base. There's Carmel Ketchabal. He's 1 for 1 with his single, as he roped one to left field, if my memory is correct. Runner down to second, and they will try him. The throw. Runner's coming home because of it, as it spills to center field, and High Park will add another one to their tally. And it's Morrison to third as well. And 8-0 for the Grenadiers, as it's been all offense these last 2 innings. And a chance to make it 9 as well, with runner at third. Up high for Ketchabal, as he'll turn away. And they've had 2 outs for a while, just like they did. Same spinning image at the bottom of the second inning, where things just carry on, and they're unable to find the third and final. And runner's coming home. Morrison, no slide needed. He'll just walk over the plate, as he'll stand on his feet. I don't know if his coach was as happy with that decision, but he'll still score and run. And nobody on now for Ketchabal. 2-0, up high, ball 4 for Carmel. And puts another one on. Here's Jacob First, as we hit to the bottom of the order. First 1 for 1 with a single. Had 2 outs against him last time, but was able to stay alive, looking for the same result. First pitch, hard bounce off Saran, and Ketchabal down to second. And he's halfway between the base paths, going back and forth. Hands up in the air, too. Trying to play some games with the River Cats. And up 9-0. I don't think his coach was too fond of that. And down the pipe, he gets a lot of the play. Ketchabal in between 2 bases as well. He's really being aggressive. Outside, Saran. Good play to get in front of it, and they'll just go back to Callow every time. Ketchabal gets his aggressive lead. He seems to do it after every pitch that comes through. 2-1. And First we'll see it for a second strike. Godin just feels like he needs it here. If the River Cats need and searching for the opportunity to turn this game on its head. 2-2, strike 3. And Osley Godin gets the River Cats out of the inning. But the Grenadiers add 4 to their tally as they make it 9-0. As the offense is just rolling here this afternoon. And when we come back, Upper Ottawa Valley still searching for their first runs of the game and an opportunity to get some when we return. top of the 4th inning. Set to get underway here at Riverside Park on a Tuesday afternoon. And leading things off, it's David Rosine, as we'll have Rosine, Pattinson, and then we'll go back to the top of the order for Cohen Cloutier, our 3 confirmed batters here for Upper Ottawa Valley. And as we get over the halfway hump, they're not out of it yet, but they need offense sooner rather than later. Gotta feel like they gotta get on the board here if they want to try to pull off the comeback. Ariza back on the mound for his 2nd consecutive inning. Lined up in the trigger. Strike 1. And gets him waving on through for his 2nd strike. Rosine a bit hesitant there on that 2nd one. Now has to be confident, down with a pair. Well, looking for a leadoff punch out. Up the middle as it's a comebacker. A roller to Ariza. Tossed to first in time, and there's one down. As those won't come much easier for Ariza, and makes the play, Leo Pattinson. As we hit the bottom of the order here for the River Cats. And first pitch to the backstop for ball number 1. And so here in the 4th, gotta turn up the offense here to the River Cats, as it is dried right up. As they'll foul that one off, and the River Cats have been a team who's been able to create offense. They've had the game with the most runs by a single team. They scored 17 on Timmins back on day 1. They scored 6 against Windsor and 8 yesterday against Orleans, but it's been High Park which has been their kryptonite when it comes to scoring runs. And it's outside for another ball going Pattinson's way. And Ariza's got to find the zone now. Here's the 3-1. And we'll keep it there for strike 2. In a full count. And Pattinson, we'll see the payoff momentarily as the catcher will call time, and I'll get back underway. Here's the payoff to Pattinson. Up the middle, Ariza has back-to-back plays himself. As it's 2 comebackers right on the tip of the bat too, which just negates any sort of power you're trying to create. And it's back to the top of the order for Cohen Cloutier, who himself had a comebacker back in the top of the 1st. And it's 2 quick down. As there's been 1 hit all game for Upper Ottawa Valley. It came off the bat of Reed Luloff, who is in the on-deck circle. As Cloutier gets jammed to the inside, fouls it back. And the 0-1 to the outside to find the first ball. So we'll split the first 2 pitches. Here's this the 1-1 home. And a breaking ball to the outside for a second ball on the count. So let's meet the High Park infield. I don't know if I mentioned them. Odin Reshwan at first, Merlin Martin at second, shortstop. He is Andy Dykin, and third base is Quinn Robinson. It's been like that for majority of the game. Cloutier stares it down on the outside for a third ball in the count. Well, if we keep going around, right field is Carmel Ketchabal. Center field, Jacob First. And the left field is capped off by Thomas Sayers. And, of course, behind the plate, Saul Schmidt. 3-1. It's ball 4 for Cohen Cloutier as he gets that one by the feet. And it's a walk and a base runner. The first base runner of the game since Luloff. And it's been a real struggle to get on base for the Rivercats, but they have one now with 2 outs. Well, if there's one guy to spark the offense for the Rivercats, it'd probably be Luloff. He's got the power. He's the big hitter of Upper Ottawa Valley, but 2 outs for High Park benefits them. Only 1 needed to get out of it. And we'll have the first pitcher to Luloff. And gets one through for a strike. Runner down to second as well, and spills to shallow center field. And Cloutier with a successful one as he'll pull himself to a scoring position. Well, the 0-1 to the plate. And it's a ball inside. Cloutier to third now. The tag from Robinson was a good transition, but Cloutier just a bit too fast. And he's the third as the Rivercats searching for their first run of the game. The 1-1 pitch. And the breaking ball searching for the top of the zone will just miss. Two-1. To the backstop, Cloutier. Couple steps, but makes a quick decision to go back and stay where he is. Chance to put runners in the corners. 3-1 pitch. And an early slice from Luloff for strike 2. As it was a great pitch there from Arizas, and we'll have the full count. A chance to send High Park to the offense. Luloff trying to drive home the first run of the game for Upper Ottawa Valley. And it's ball 4 for Reed Luloff. And it's runners in the corners now. And it's back-to-back walks as well. It's Grayson O'Grady. 0 for 1 is O'Grady. He struck out his first time up. And so coach will check with Saul Schmidt behind the plate. I believe he got that one in an awkward area, maybe a stinger there after he blocked that last ball behind the plate. Looks to be okay. And we'll get back underway. O'Grady, as mentioned, 2 up. Starting pitcher, trying to change the narrative of this game for himself, though, after not the most successful game at the mound to start things off. Ball 1 to the outside. One-0 from Arizas. And down the middle for strike 1. And so Grady will see one through. O'Grady pulls this one down the third base line. Robinson played a first cross diamond on the money. As Quinn Robinson, we knew he had the velocity after his debut at the mound, and he showcases it still at third base. And so runner won't be able to score as Cloutier was at third, and High Park keep the River Cats scoreless going to the bottom of the fourth. When we return, it's the Grenadiers looking to make it double digits here in the lower bracket finals. Bottom of the fourth and top of the order due up for the Grenadiers. As here in the bottom of the fourth, they've set themselves up for success. One run away from the Mercy Rule limit and a trip to the finals on the line. Osley got it back at the mound. He will have the task of trying to stop that. As Dyken 0 for 2, a fly ball to center field and a pop up to third base. This ball game, Dyken, heavy swing to foul one back. Lets that one go for ball two. And so High Park would love a rematch against East Nepean after yesterday's game was back and forth. And it came down to the very end. High Park had a lead as well, I believe up by 3, and then East Nepean scored all of their runs consecutively to come back slowly but surely. And strike two looking on Dyken. And now Addie's got to protect. Got it searching for the leadoff strikeout of the 2-2. In play as Dyken looks to split the infielders. Cloutier slides and cuts it off, but the play at first not there in time. As Dyken will score, and he's called out at first base. As they'll collect together and talk about it, and it looked like, I believe the call was made because Dyken maybe just turned the wrong way, as I believe you're supposed to turn right when going. Anyways, we'll see what the discussion will be about as first base umpire called Dyken out. As Luloff tagged him. Went off the bag. It just seemed like maybe Dyken took a step over the foul line, which maybe indicates any indication of going to second. If you have any of that, then you are allowed to get tagged. And we'll have more discussion here from the umpires, as we've seen this quite a few times this game. And after the hour delay earlier, they were gearing up for potentially our longest stream yet throughout the tournament. I believe the time to beat is 2 hours and 16 minutes. We're at an hour 50 right now, so still 26 minutes under that record. We'll talk about it. As a large discussion has started. And so August Hemsworth will be 2 up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk his last time. As we'll also take a look at tomorrow's game. It is, of course, the championship game number 1, a 10 a.m. scheduled start as East Nepean still searching and waiting for their opponent. As the Grenadiers looking prized to put themselves as that label. As runner has been called safe and the call has been revised. And so Dyken goes down to first. And so time has been called and all the umpires will be called back in. And as River Cats coach is asking for some clarification. And so he'll be giving it. And we'll look to get back on the road, back going. Well, this is definitely, if we kept time of the amount of times coaches were talking to umpires, this would be, or the umpires even just come together and talk about a call, this would be easily the most amount of time in a game we've had all tournament long. But I guess better get the call right than have a call that one team is happy with and the other team severely hates, although that's probably will still be the result of this, but at least if it's the right call and all umpires are happy with it, then you can't argue if you're a coach. And so when we return, it'll be Dyken at first base as he reaches for his first time this game with a single. Hemsworth, 0 for 1. And so we'll get back to baseball here as the umpires disperse back and Dyken has been called safe, and here's August Hemsworth. As I think everyone's ready to just play some ball. And Cotton having to wait more time at the mound in between his pitches. Deliver one here. Hemsworth shows bind, pulls away for ball 1. As again, the River Cats' third baseman very much so inside. This one is Grayson O'Grady, who went from the mound to right field, now at third base. 1-0. It's ball 2. As Dyken down to second, the toss and the tag. Safe is Dyken. And it's runner in scoring position. That's what we call time, and Brock Saran will tie up his shoe. And so walk-off run for the Grenadiers at second base. As it's Adi Dyken who represents it. And we'll get back and going here. Hemsworth shows bind. And strike right down the plate. It's 2-1 delivery. Bunt laid down. This will stay fair down the third baseline. Toss to first in time. And so they get one. And a sacrifice play from Hemsworth moves Dykin to third base. And a chance here for William Arizas, who came to the mound, shut things down on that side. Searching for his biggest at-bat of the game. Chance to send High Park to the championship game. Infield is in. They understand that the big factor is the runner coming home. That's ball one. He's got to be careful too. Brock Saran, if he decides to toss that ball, he has to make sure that it is going to be on target and won't get on the way to the outfield. Also has to be careful behind the plate as well, as if anything gets through him to the backstop. We've seen many times run score on that situation as well. Ball two, going the way of Arizas. And we'll have the 2-0 to the plate. And let it go up high for ball three. And well, got to attack the zone, but has to find a strike. A walk wouldn't be terrible, though, with a 3-0 count. As we'll see ball four, and that will be the result, and I don't mind it. As when you're up 3-0, you have to be aggressive. You're going to fight back into it. And so put a runner on, another potential out you can get on a force play out the bags. And so a argument here between some coaches after they try to intentionally walk Quinn Robinson again. And well, the rule is you can't. And what he's been instructed is they're just going to pitch to him on the outside for 4 pitches. Just an interesting scenario here. Robinson can't do anything but just laugh. As you can hear him laughing at the plate, he'll get 4 balls on the outside. Just something I've never seen in a league game. I've been calling the league for 4 years now, and this is the first time I've seen this. You don't see the intentional walk very often, but now you see it where you can't even just put them on right away. They're going to actually pitch them 4 pitches on the outside. And that will be the result. It's ball 4 for Quinn Robinson, and he's going to head on down to first base, and the bases are loaded. And here's Dylan Clark, had a triple. Last time he was here, and a chance to walk off the ball game as infield. And everybody is being told and instructed where to go. And the first pitch up high for ball 1. That is just a crazy situation. You've seen it all in today's game. Oh, this one piped to right field, and that will be the ball game. The High Park Grenadiers are championship bound, as while Run will score, the other ones won't matter as Quinn Robinson slides on in as well. But it's a 10-run Mercy Rule victory for High Park as they'll have a rematch in the championship against the East Nepean Eagles. Game 1 tomorrow of a potential 2 games. As what a game it was, a 10-0 victory for the Grenadiers, and for the host team, that will do it on their tournament. Fantastic from both these teams. What a run it was from the River Cats. Playing so many tight games. A tight one against the Windsor Central Cyclones where they won by 1 run just to qualify to move on in the lower bracket. And then they beat the Orleans Red Sox by a run, just playing such close baseball. But in the big final game to advance to the championship, can't find a single run on the offensive tally. And High Park does it again. Mercy rules the River Cats for the second time this tournament. And as mentioned, they're off to the finals to rematch against East Nepean. Scheduled for a 10 o'clock first pitch. And you see the tip of the caps there to the River Cats fan base and to the whole organization who helped put this tournament on, as they've done a great job handling everything. As we'll see both teams line up on the base paths.
What a wonderful game it was. Thank you to High Park. Good luck in the next game against East Nepean starting tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Rain holds off. River Cats, the head should be high. What a great week of ball. So, as the bronze medalist, we do have medals for you.
And so some medals will be given out to the River Cats as they finish 3rd in the 2026 Minor Ontario Provincials. As they'll get the 3rd place medals. And you hear claps all along from both sides of the diamond. As High Park, no medals for them today, but they'll be competing for the most shiniest medals of them all. The gold medal, as they'll have to beat the Eagles twice. That is right. So with the bracket coming together tomorrow, East Nepean having the advantage of being in the upper bracket. If they win one of the 2 games, they will be champions, but High Park has to do it twice. Win tomorrow, reset the bracket, and then it's a big game on Thursday. As the whole medal ceremony, as each player gets named. That's Cone Cloutier, Reed Luloff, Grayson O'Grady, Aislinn Gondon, Jackson Williamson, Jake Kello, Reed Macklem, Brock Saran, Riley Scott, Easton Bramberger, David Rosine, and Leo Pattinson. As well, we were set to go for a first pitch at 10 a.m. It's now 1 o'clock. That was 3 hours ago. As we got underway at 11 after great work from the city workers to get the field repaired and in functional shape. Hopefully we don't have this problem tomorrow. It is supposed to be a rainy day here today, but it was supposed to be raining right now and the sun is shining. And that will do it. It's 3rd place for Upper Ottawa Valley River Cats and the High Park Grenadiers, as mentioned many times, a chance to compete tomorrow for a championship as they'll have to beat the East Nepean Eagles twice. That will do it for today, just the 1 game. I've been Jacob Ewing. The High Park Grenadiers win it 10-0 over a mercy roll over the Upper Ottawa Valley River Cats. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for East Nepean and High Park.